Hello, good morning, and I hope you've had a nice weekend. I'm now trying to stay connected with you all a little better than I have been. I know that I've been a bit off. I just think with Christmas and everything like that, it's been a bit much. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've all been positive Pollies, not negative Nellies like me. But yeah. So, what can I say? Update-wise, pain has been not great, but I have tried to remain positive about it, trying to actually just keep getting out of bed because I know I'm terrible for, if my pain's really bad, I don't want to get out of bed because it's just too hard. But I found myself wanting to get up and just at least come downstairs. Even if I'm led on the sofa, I'm down, so then I feel part of the family still. Because when you're upstairs and your kids are up there, you are down here, you just don't feel part of the family. I always find myself looking at myself in the camera rather than looking at the camera. I don't know why. I think I just still the whole confidence issue and thinking, oh gosh, what do I look like? But sorry about that. Yeah, although I am feeling good. As you can see, Fibro fog is still there. It's really annoying. No, feeling good. I started a healthy kick, and I feel like that's not doing too bad. It's slow process, but I think I'd rather take all of this slow now. As much as it's hard and I want to feel better about myself, I think slow and steady wins the race, and I'm just kind of hoping that with losing the weight I can maybe move around a little bit better. I mean, I don't know if it will. The pure fact is that as much as doctors can tell you that it's because of your weight, this all started before I was big. So more of the losing weight, I think, is for me, for my confidence or mental health. And I just feel like at 32 years old and I'm already disabled, I just feel I need to make a few other changes to myself. So I'm going to be eating healthier, and I want to try, and I don't know when I will start, but I want to try going for a walk like at least once or twice a week. It's been really nice recently because I've had so many lovely people popping over and just spending some time with me, and I am quite a sociable person, so not so much going out and getting drunk and stuff. I just mean like I love having company. I feel better when I've got people to actually talk to, and it's been nice having those people coming round and just chatting about nothing. And it's even better when you're seeing people who have been there for you during all of this, or even those people that you might not see often but care so much for you. So that's been really lovely. So what was I saying? The losing weight. Yeah, so that's more for myself, and it might be more helpful towards my health. You never know. It'd just be nice to be able to go for walks with the kids again and not have to give up, because I know that they enjoy it, and it's my fault if they have to go home and stuff. So I mean, I might just start off doing a walk with them, like once, you know, on a Sunday morning or something, which they'll love. So yeah, okay. Weighted blanket is still actually really helpful. It's not, I'm not sleeping more, but it helps me relax better. I find that once it's fully on me and I'm just led there, I can lay longer in a certain position because it is more comfortable and it's really warm. I suppose that's kind of normal if it's full of little tiny glass beads. I don't know. My first time having one. If any of you have had one, please tell me if that's normal. And please talk to me about this fibro fog, as they call it. I want to just say brain fog. It's probably just easier because I get very tongue-tied. Is this a normal thing to quite easily forget what you're talking about or thinking about? Because there's times that I go on my phone and I've got it in my head what I'm going to look for, and I've gone onto the internet and completely lost it. It's gone out of my brain and I can't get it back. I just can't think of what it was. I have to look through what I was just looking at on my phone, and sometimes it just doesn't come back. I mean, is that normal or is that just getting older? Because I'm kind of hoping it's the fibromyalgia, because I don't want to put it down to my age. Sorry about the face. It's looking... I think it's just from the lack of sleep, which is... can't be helped. Sorry I keep fidgeting, I just need to move around a bit, otherwise I just get a bit stiff. Yeah. And another thing of my confidence things, I always have to have something on my lap, like hiding my stomach, no matter what. Like, just makes me feel uncomfortable. Does anyone else have that? Or is that just a me thing? Which is hard, because then I've noticed that my daughter does it now. I don't think hers is for confidence. I think she's just copying me, but then I don't want her to find that it is for a confidence thing and use it, because, you know, I don't want them to have those insecurities that I did. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what I was even saying. I'm terrible. What was I saying? Anyway, I have been putting sort of a diary in place of things like, you know, my health eating. I'm trying to meal plan, and I'm trying to put down things that I need to remember to do, which is a good idea for me because I seem to forget everything. Things like, what did I put in my diary? Oh, about phoning people, like making an appointment, like for dentist or things like that. Otherwise, I just know that it will just go completely out of my head. So, and the little whiteboard in the kitchen just doesn't work for me. It's right there in front of your face, but as soon as I come in the living room, it's just gone. So, I have my little diary that I keep in my basket with all my colouring stuff, which is normally next to me, but at the moment it is at the... Don't worry about the mess. And that is a box of Lego that we're giving away. That's some carpet left over from doing my son's room. Just to give you a tour. My little man over there is still sleeping. Don't think you can see him. He is there. There he is. Hi, buddy. So, back on subject. Just took myself off on a little tandem. Yeah, I want to keep doing these, whatever they're called, vlogs, talks, because I think, one, it's helpful for me to get this out, and I have had a few responses as well, which is really nice. I've had some people telling me that they are going through some of the same things that I am, which is great, and it makes me feel good to know that yeah, I'm just not alone. So yeah, it's really nice to get feedback, and it doesn't matter to me if it's not a lot of people. I think it's just if people stumble on this site, the thing, page, whatever you call it, channel, and they just get a little bit of insight from it, then that's great. And if you have anything to share, then it'd be really appreciated, because obviously this is all new to me as well. I still have loads of questions. I'm just starting to figure out my triggers, which so far I've got that stress is a big trigger for me. Sleep is another one for my pain, just because the lack of sleep I get, the worse the pain is, which unfortunately with being an insomniac with chronic fatigue, it's not really not really ideal, but yeah. Another one, which I don't know if you guys even want to know this, but I'm going to be truthful and say it all. I noticed with my hip problems that it always got worse when I was due on, or actually when I was on my period. So I have noticed that the pain is worse for that as well. I don't know if that's like normal for it. I mean, I suppose with all the hormones and everything, and it makes your ligaments all, stretchy anyway, that's going to happen. I suppose with my hypermobility, where they're already stretchy, it's going to just play havoc with it. So if any of you ladies out there with fibromyalgia, if you have the same thing, then it'd be good to know. Yeah, so those are the only 2 triggers really, or 3 triggers that I can find at the moment, but I suppose they're quite, the triggers that are all very close together, because I'm going to be stressed if I haven't slept, and I'm going to be stressed if I'm in pain, but if I haven't slept then I'm going to be in pain and cause stress. So it's kind of one big connection. Otherwise I haven't found any other triggers just yet, or as far as I know, but I'm kind of wondering whether or not if I am eating better, it might help too. It might, because I've seen some books that I would really like to get, and it's all about, having fibromyalgia and eating certain diets and things like that that's supposed to improve the pain and your brain, which would be awesome. So fingers crossed. Has any of you ever had that? Like, if you've eaten better, do you feel better? Or, is it certain triggers of food that you feel worse with? It'd be really, really great to know. I keep saying I noticed that in all my videos. My go-to word is I was about to do it again. It'd be nice to find out from other people what they do to keep themselves busy, and if you've got any advice on sleep or anything like that. I mean, I'm hoping soon to have some more aids around the house that's going to make my life that little bit easier. Things like, I have like a little perch seat in the kitchen, so then I can actually be out there and when I'm doing the washing up, I don't have to do it by halves. I can just go out there, do the washing up like all together, because I can sit down when I need to, which would be great. And I'm going to be having a second banister put in, so then I can hold both sides, because I find myself when I'm coming down the stairs and I've got to put my back against the wall and hold the banister and then slide down. The woman was like, yeah, not really like the easiest way to go down the stairs. And then there's some other bits and bobs, like some handles and stuff, to help me get up. So I'm hoping that's this week that they'll be getting put in. I think I'm supposed to hear from them today, hopefully. And then at some point this week, fingers crossed, they'll be put in, which is good. Which would be nice to have that sort of all done this month, so then it can, January blues will then go and crack on with the rest of the year. Is anyone else feeling that way? January blues and things are worse. Not necessarily got the January blues, but it'd be nice to get all the negative finished in January to then move on. Fingers crossed anyway. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm watching Hope Scope. If you guys haven't seen her, I think she's fantastic. She always keeps like my mood levels quite good. Even my kids love her. They, as soon as they see that there's one new, or if there's, I'll tell them that there'll be a new one, and they go, oh, let's watch. And when she's on live next, they want me to ask her to give a shout out to them, which is kind of cute. So get ready for that, Hope. If you ever watch any of my videos, then yeah, please give them a shout out. That's, yeah, Chandler, Charlotte, and Renesmee. Anyway, again, went off on a tangent. I think that's everything today. I'm trying to keep it all happy. I know that I'm going to have my dark days. I know that I'm going to have those days where, I really, really cannot get out of bed, especially with the migraines and stuff. But if it's just the pain, I would just like to get up, even if I'm just laid on the sofa. It's just those sort of things. But I will obviously keep you updated. And if I'm having those bad days, I think it's always good for you to see. Because with fibromyalgia, you can't see, you can't see the pain. You can't imagine the pain. It's not something, when you've got bruises, you can't see it. So sometimes I think people don't understand what you're going through. And just to all those like fibromyalgia warriors out there, just keep going and, get your stories out there as well. Because the more that we talk, I think the more that people are going to learn and people are going to understand that it might be an invisible thing, but it's a very, very real thing. So yeah, I think it'd be good for you all to just be able to talk about it, get the whole community of Fibro Warriors out there together. And it'd be nice to one day think that, if I get to know more of you, that we could all have a big discussion and we can all talk about it together. It would be lovely. So yeah. Well, anyway, have an amazing rest of your Monday. Hopefully it's not too Monday-ish. Hopefully it goes well and everything. The sun's shining, so that's a good thing. It was pouring down with the rain all night, so sunshine is good. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Maybe not rainbows because that means rain. Okay, anyway, I am off skis. Yeah, I wish you a fabulous Monday, and I will keep you posted about everything going on. I will be on more. I'll give you up to dates with my pictures as well and do some shorts about that. So yeah, and if anyone wants to contact me, please do. I am happy to talk. Yeah, or any advice, please hand it over. The more the merrier. All right, guys, well, have a great Monday for the third time, and I will speak to you shortly. Peace out.